What's up, people? A Houston, Texas teacher was charged in connection to fatally shooting his wife. I'm Chibuzo Machuku. I'd appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. This teacher, who has already made a court appearance, his first court appearance, James Paul Anderson, shot and killed his wife in their home. This was followed by a 5-hour standoff with the police. He surrendered to the police. A $300,000 bond was set for him. I rolled the clips.
Keith, that suspect did not appear to say much as he appeared in probable cause court today, but therapists say that history of violence that officials mentioned is a loud and clear sign of imminent danger. This is 37-year-old James Paul Anderson's staff picture, where he was employed as the Special Education Department chair at Santa Fe Middle School.
This case involves a allegation that this defendant murdered his wife.
This is his mugshot. Yesterday, officials say he shot and killed his wife while their young son was in their home on Vista Ridge in Kingwood. The child was able to get out and is said to be okay, but Anderson refusing to surrender for 5 hours led to a SWAT standoff. He was eventually taken into custody without further incident.
Clearly just another case of senseless tragedy. Now a child doesn't have parents.
Officials say the couple had a history of violence. Trauma therapist Chow Win sounding the alarm on what seems to be a growing problem.
We do know a few things about domestic violence murders. They have quadrupled in Harris County in the last 4 years, according to some reports. 2/3 of all domestic violence murders are committed with the use of a gun.
Reasons why she wants to remind anyone suffering or who knows someone suffering domestic abuse about the unsettling statistics.
When there's a history of domestic violence and there's a gun in a home, you're more likely to have that gun used against you.
In the Andersons case, officials say there was a divorce pending. Wen says leaving is the most dangerous time in a relationship, so it's important to have a safety plan that can be created by professionals.
What kinds of bags you're going to pack, what's going to be in the bag, when you're going to leave, if there's a gun in the house, who you're going to talk to, what the code word might be.
We have more information on that on our website, click2houston.com. As for Anderson, Cleveland ISD released a statement saying that he has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. We know that his bond was set at $300,000 and he's due back in court tomorrow. We're live outside of the Harris County Jail tonight. Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.
It is very unfortunate that such a thing would happen. The marriage, which has a history of domestic violence, was heading for a divorce. I understand how upset people are about divorces, and it's not just men but women too. The stats don't matter. If you're serving divorce papers, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, violence is not the answer. Homicide is not the answer. Neither is suicide. I don't actually agree with divorces or marriage with another person, other than the original spouse. However, it is better to marry somebody else than to do what Anderson did. He's thrown away his life by doing what he did. Things might go bad for him in prison. It is better to get a second spouse and move on. Also, as the trauma therapist Chow Nguyen said, if there is a gun in a family that has a history of domestic violence, that gun is likely to be used against someone. If your marriage isn't working, I suggest that you get some counseling and try to avoid the domestic violence. Domestic violence is destructive. Try to avoid it. If you choose to divorce your spouse, it's either that you disappear as soon as possible, or you get some protection, get your own weapon, and avoid getting killed. If you're a man and you're planning to marry a woman, but you don't want to be divorced, you might want to consider becoming a passport bro. I said this because of the divorce rates in the USA. Maybe I am wrong about that idea, but I suggest that you consider becoming a passport bro. Go to a country outside of the West, get a woman there and marry her, and don't come back here. Then you would need to have like a remote job that would pay you enough for you to live in that country and cope with whatever difficulties you might face. I hope the 12-year-old son of the couple, who now no longer has parents, is given to a couple or an individual that would raise him properly. I hope he gets counseling too, so that he can deal properly with the incident and get over it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.